Day 2 in Atlanta. Welcome to the Gold Series on this Saturday morning. It was going to be Saturday afternoon. It is Saturday morning. We took a little longer to finish yesterday. Got a few more matches to get in today. And the players, well, they're ready for another good one. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome into the booth. My name's Mark, and I often have my morning coffee. We got 12 matches on the docket today. So I'm going for the big one today. I need a lot of coffee, and I cannot wait. It's going to be a spectacular day. It is really nice down on the sand right now. It's not super hot. It's a gorgeous morning. The cloud cover making it gorgeous. A little bit gray in the skies, but feels really, really good. Perfect volleyball playing weather here in Atlanta. And we are just about ready to get going to start the second round of the winners bracket. Good morning, ladies and gents who are here early in Atlanta. Thanks for coming. We're a few hours ahead of schedule, but you know what? We are gonna do it. It is 10 a.m. It is beautiful volleyball weather, so let's meet the teams, shall we? This first player, originally out of Rancho Santa Fe, California, played her college ball at UCLA. Ladies and gentlemen, let me hear it for Savvy Simo. And her partner out of the sunny South Bay, out of Torrance, California, and Loyola Marymount, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9-time winner on the AVP Tour. It's Emily Day. And their opponents, these two got their first win together in Hermosa Beach, and they are hungry for number 2. First up, out of Pittsford, New York, and USC, the 3 or 2-time national champion, whoever's counting. Let me see it. Let me hear it for Therese Cannon. 3 in my book, Therese. And her partner, I'm for sure about this one, 2-time national champion out of UCLA, out of Phoenix, Arizona. Let me hear it for the Olympian, the Flying Squirrel, Sarah Sponcil. Match number one, both these teams won their first match yesterday. All 16 men's and women's teams played a 1 match yesterday. Usually we would get through the second round of the winners bracket as well, but because of that 3-ish hour lightning and heavy rain delay, we could only make it through the first round of the winners bracket. So we start in the second round right now. These two teams looking to make it to the final round of the winners bracket. Well, they'll have a shot at the semifinals. Savvy Simo with the big swing after a beautiful recovery set from Emily Day to start this match off. Savvy Simo out of UCLA. Won a couple of national championships with the Bruins, an overall career record of 91-25 with UCLA. Just out of reach that time for Simo, the kill off the block, and it's 1-1. Therese Cannon, originally out of upstate New York, now lives down in the South Bay, down in LA. She gets the ace for 2-1. Cannon just played 1 year of indoor college ball at Georgetown University, then transferred over to USC in LA for the beach. And look at that shot by Savvy, running all the way along the net and falling. Talk about using the equipment and every inch of it, my goodness. Emily Day is your server. Floater at Therese taken care of. She goes hard up the middle, and it's off of the fist of Savvy Simo and gets down for the kill. And Sarah Sponcil, originally out of Phoenix, Arizona, now in Hermosa Beach. Roommates with Tori Van Winden, who she got to play and beat yesterday. cannon is dug by savvy Simo. Sarah Sponcil right back at you. And 4-2 is the lead after the deep angle kill by Sponcil. Sarah Sponcil had a bucket list experience, at least on my bucket list. As we see the scoop from Sponcil. On Wednesday, Sarah had the opportunity to throw out the first pitch at a Major League Baseball game here in Atlanta at the Braves game. 5-2 as we get to the side switch, another transition kill for Sponcil. Now, a lot of times people that throw out the first pitch, they'll go to the front of the mound. They don't really put much on it. Not baseball players, maybe not athletes. Not Sarah, of course, an incredible Olympic athlete, and went to the rubber on the mound and threw a perfect strike. Check out Instagram, the AVP's Instagram or Sponcil's Instagram, and you'll see that. On to M-Day for the kill. You might be able to hear in the background the music in the stadium. Now, DJ Rouchet, of course, is here, as always. He just played Man, I Feel Like a Woman. And that is not very DJ Rouchet-like. He's not really a country fan, as we see the ace from savvy Simo to get to 4-5. But if a player requests it, he might just play it. Sarah Sponcil wanted Man, I Feel Like a Woman. And she got it. Using the block is Therese. After the win in Hermosa Beach for Therese and Sarah, both of their first AVP victories. They got the win at the same time. Theo and Kame got their first win as a team. And then coming to Fort Lauderdale, a bit of a letdown last week. And admittedly so, when they lost their second match. But they recovered pretty quickly. They were able to rest up, didn't have to play the rest of the weekend in the heat. Came to Atlanta on Monday, have been here all week long. Getting more and more used to the heat, having shorter training sessions, and now they're here looking good to go, looking ready to rock. The tight set, but Therese finds a way to get it down. The pass wasn't very good. Sponcil gave her a chance, and Therese didn't let her down. 7-5. That serve is well out of bounds. 6-7. Therese fires the cannon. We're going to take our side switch at 8-6. Originally, we're supposed to start at 1 o'clock today and go through about 11. Starting at 10 o'clock, of course, and we're still going to go through about 11 o'clock tonight. Plan on that. We got 3 courts here in Atlanta. By the time we get to the night session, we'll be down to 2 courts, and the last couple rounds will be just here on Stadium Court. Sponcil reading that one behind Therese, and then powers one through. 9-6. Just patrolling back there after Therese got the block at the net, and then wasn't really a joust, so she couldn't go open hand contact, but she was able to get a good contact and then force it through once it touched Emily's hands. That is just out of bounds long. Therese thought she might have had one. 7-9. Going to Sponcil now. The back set from about the middle of the court. She'll get another chance after Savvy sends it back over. Oh, and then pushing one way back. Was that a trick play, or was that a little bit of a mistake that Sponcil caught up to? I think it was designed to shoot that set way to the right side. Yeah, that was the second chance from Sponcil. It looks like she was ready for that one to go out there, and it worked. Savvy from the left, off the hands. Sarah calls off Therese. And now Savvy, another chance for the side out. Tight set. Great play by Savvy Simo to earn another chance. And it'll pay off. Sometimes when you have a set that tight, you just sort of got to swing away into the big hands of the block, swing up on the ball, hope that you get another chance. Just like that. Oh, the dish from Sponcil from way off the net. That was a perfect set. But Savvy says, I don't care how good the set was, I'm still going to dig you. 9-10, back within one. Short serve to Therese, perfect pass. And the wrist away at the last second. That's a great offensive play from Therese and Sarah. 11-9, 1 point to the technical timeout. We take an automatic technical timeout at 21 combined points of sets number 1 and 2. We're playing best 2 out of 3. Pretty easy one for Sponcil, waiting in the angle. And the jumbo pokey, and that is right on the back of the line. 12-9, the lead back out to 3 here at the technical timeout of set number 1. Scott Davenport, been around the AVP as a player and a coach for a long, long time. Now with Sponcil and Cannon. It's actually got a few teams here this weekend as we check out the schedule. At 11 o'clock and 12 o'clock, we're going to continue in the second round of the winners bracket. Betsy Flint, Kelly Chang will take on Brandy Wilkerson and Zana Muno. At noon, we'll bring out the boys, Nick Lucena and Andy Benesh up against Trevor Crabb and Tri Bourne. And then into the first round of the contenders bracket, where it'll be win or go home. David Lee and Cody Caldwell, the fans really got behind them in their match yesterday. They're a fun team to watch. They really challenged Tri and Trevor. They'll be going up against Logan Weber and Johnny Hayden. Survival Saturday here at the AVP. Here in Atlantic Station, love the setup here in Atlanta last year and this year. Throwing all that sand on top of the tennis courts. The stands will fill up as the day goes on, especially into the night session tonight. Now to the timeout, Therese Cannon serving with a 3-point lead. Boy, what a rally. Some hard swings, some great digs. Oh boy, not out of reach. Sponcil groveling along the one-arm dig and then gets the kill. It's 3 straight points for Cannon and Sponcil in a 4-point lead. Running the back set. Sponcil all over it. Those shots need to have a little more pace from Savvy to get down on Sponcil. Now Therese from the back set. Savvy is there. That set's a bit off the net. Therese stays at the net, though, and gets the block. What a play. At first, when I saw the set from Emily, I was thinking Therese might pull, because that one was about 7 feet off the net, but she had a beat on it. She stayed on it, and she got the block. We're going to take a team timeout, 14-9. A 5-point lead for Therese, Kanan, and Sarah. Sponcil timeout by Emily and Savvy. Picked up Scott Davenport. End of last year did Sarah and Therese. Your Valley set 1 stats so far. Now 14-9 is the score. 19 attacks for Kanan and Sponcil, 12 kills, and look at that, no errors. Hitting .632, twice the amount of kills as Day and Simo. 11 digs, a lot of that is Sarah Sponcil patrolling in the back. We just saw the 1 block from Therese Kanan. Both these teams have already traveled over 3,000 feet combined. Pretty fun to see those stats, and the amount of jumps they've taken is pretty high as we've had some long rallies to start this one. And Therese still serving. It's 14-9. Through as Savvy Simo needed that one. 10-14. It was a pretty tight one for the first half of set number 1. And then Therese and Sarah putting together a run. Sometimes it just takes that 1 3 or 4 point run, and then they lock in and just focus on siding out. Now, Emily and Savvy need to find a way to get that run back. Day jump serving from this side. On 2, but Savvy is ready for it. That set's a bit tight. Now that is something you don't see very often, but I love it. I'll talk about it in a second. Day with the dig. Therese with the dig. Our blockers getting in on the digging game. This is a very long rally and really high level plays. Nobody up there, and Savvy keeps it alive. Therese with another dig. Believe it or not, this is still the same rally, and it finally ends. Oh my goodness. The player's going to take a moment, so we're going to take a moment to enjoy that again. This is the Sky Vodka Rally of the Day. Sit back, folks. This will take a minute. That's what I really love, is that set off of the block touch, the set with the hands by Sponcil. You don't see that very often, but she has fantastic setting hands. So many block touches that went over to the other side of the net and were covered. And then Emily figuring out a way to keep it alive. Couple swings with nobody at the net, like that one from Therese, but Savvy able to keep it going. And finally it was that shot from Sarah Sponcil, just over the top. Sky Vodka Rally of the Day. It was a good one. And it was such a good rally that we missed a full another rally while we were watching that one. 11-15 now. The side out did come for Savvy and Emily. The hat falls off. Well, sort of. Falls off her head, stays on the hair. And the shot goes wide. 16-11. That passes over the net. Therese takes it. Tricky, tricky, tricky. Sarah Sponcil on 2 with the hands. That was probably headed right for the sideline, just about 6 feet beyond the net. 17-11. Kanan Sponcil have taken control of set number 1. losing the equipment for the ace, the dreaded trickler. Strikes again, Therese Cannon. That's ace number 2 for Therese. 1 service error for her as well. 1 error for Sponcil. And 1 ace for savvy Simo is how the serving looks. What a set from Mde. A hammer from Simo is dug by Sarah Sponcil. And Sarah Sponcil just dialed in on defense. 19-11. This is dig number 14 for Sponcil. Correction, dig number 13 for Sarah Sponcil was that one. 19-11. And Therese Cannon with her second block. And it's set point. Serve into the net, and wow, it's 20-12 now. At one point it was 9-10. 9-day Simo, 10 Cannon Sponcil. So since that point, now on a 10-3 run, and could make it 11-3 for 21-12. Mde at the line. Sponcil Cannon a side out for the set. Nope, not yet. Mde with her first ace keeps it going. She was jump floating, then she went jump serving from the other side, and now back on this side with the strong jump serve. The wind not super affecting things on the court right now. A little bit of wind above the court, but most of it's blocked by the stadium. Therese Cannon, Sarah Sponcil do get the side out for set number 1, 21-13. The second half of set 1 was all Sponcil and Cannon. So Sponcil and Cannon absolutely rolling so far here in Atlanta in their first 1.5 matches. We'll come back for set 2.
The AVP is brought to you by White Claw Hard Seltzer, by Waikea Hawaiian Volcanic Water. Live Aloha, drink Waikea at waikea.com. By KT Tape, helping athletes of all levels train longer and finish stronger. And by Clean Skin, high-performance sunscreen and skincare products for the outdoor lifestyle.
At Corner Bakery, we're making your choice simple with Choose 2 options every day. Choose 2 of your favorites and turn a simple lunch into a perfectly paired meal. And we're not talking about a few Choose 2 options. Pair up any sandwich or panini, any cafe fresh salad or warm simmering soup, or any pan sauteed pasta. So many kitchen crafted options, so little time. Your perfect Choose 2 combination is waiting at the Corner Bakery.
Dear mainland, aloha. My brother and I hear that most of you only disable your phones when you fly. You call it airplane mode. But maybe you don't have to get on a plane to get away, yeah? Allow my brother to demonstrate. You know what we call this? Kona mode. One life, right? Mahalo.
Longboard Island Lager and Big Wave Golden Ale from Kona Brewing.
Those radio gym shorts that you have from college, they're done. Get them out of here. It's time to upgrade your short game with the one from Fabletics, man.
We love them. Your girlfriend will be stealing these. They're the best.
This fabric fixes another major issue, fit.
It's got this crazy stretch to it that looks so cute when I do my yoga or errands or like literally anything. They're the most comfortable, best feeling luxe-tastic fabric that we have ever worn.
It's the choices we make that define us.
Try and Trevor's coming off a tough, heartbreaking loss.
And ultimately, the enemy is within. Some people want it, some wish for it, but others make it happen.
Try and Trevor, super lethal, bringing fire and passion to the court.
How will you take charge?
It is Survival Saturday here in Atlanta. We start off, though, with the winner's bracket after the delay yesterday and a strong start from your Hermosa Beach champions, Sarah Sponcil and Therese Cannon. 21-13 in set number 1 and ending on a 11-4 run. As we take a look at our Valley set 1 stats, the big difference there, 533 to 167 hitting percentage. And the first swing from Emily Day is an error, out of bounds long, 1-0. The defense of Cannon and Sponcil sort of forcing those errors. Cannon a presence at the net, and Sponcil just reading so well on defense. Not technically an ace, but give her a service winner, Sponcil, for 2-0. It's only technically an ace when there's either 0 or 1 touches on the ball. Emily with the pass. Savvy got a touch on it, so don't give her the stat, but give him the point. 2-0. Sets a bit off the net. The shot's high. I thought Sponcil might be able to get to that one, but was caught going the other direction on contact by Emily, and then couldn't quite make it back to the angle. 1-2. A huge asset for Cannon and Sponcil is how well they set the ball, even when the pass is a little bit off the net. They stay so well connected. The pass from Therese was pushed over to the right side of the court, and you saw how she really followed that pass. And Sarah dished it right to the middle of the court, right where Therese was, so they were in rhythm even though the pass wasn't perfect. Double contact is going to be the call. That one just a little bit chunky from the hands of Emily Day. Double contact, one of those, well, I almost want to say controversial. It can lead to controversy. It's sort of a judgment call. Nobody is exactly sure what a double contact, like how would you truly define a double contact? You might find a few different answers. Some people watch based on the spin of the ball as it comes out of the hands. The refs will tell you they don't watch for the spin on the ball. They only really listen for and look for 2 contacts where it hits your hands, not simultaneously. Savvy Simo matrixes out of the way of that one. We're going to switch sides. 2-5 is the score, as Sarah and Therese pick up right where they left off. Good morning, Cameron. The people can't see you or hear you, but hi. Yeah, you are. On 2, showed that one early, sort of had to, but still was able to put it in the right spot. Man, what a play from Sarah Sponcil. You see that tracker on the back of Sponcil, that connects on tracker, all the athletes wearing that, tracking the amount of feet the players cover. As you see Sponcil almost getting to that 3,000 feet range. On average, the players per 2-set match will cover about a mile's worth of ground, about half a mile per set per player. Oh man, Sarah with the hands, but Emily Day says, I don't care how good that set was. Still gonna block you. This is what might be keeping them alive in this one right now. 4 blocks, or rather 4 control blocks, excuse me. That was the first stuff block for Emily Day. 5-7, serving 4 in set number 2. Just out of reach for Cannon. 5-7. Serve goes long. We got 1 point to the switch at 8-5. That is a nice swing, M, from the middle of the court as we switch sides, 6-8. For Emily Day and Savvy Simo, double checking how many tournaments they've played together. This is, yeah, their 3rd AVP together. Joined up for the first time in Hermosa Beach, where Sarah and Therese got their win. Finished with a 7th place, then got a 9th in Fort Lauderdale, looking for better here.
Go, go, go!
These two teams already sitting in the 9th place position, and that means if they were to lose this match and lose their next match, they would finish no worse than a 9th place. The winner of this match guaranteed at least 5th place. Another rocket from Simo. Sarah with the dig, and thought there might have been a little contact under the net, but Therese says no, it was not Savvy coming under the net and impeding me. It was just sort of getting tripped up on the sand as I came down. And they haven't quite got the results they've wanted yet, Day and Simo, but I do like them together as a team. Just 4-4 is their overall record, 1-4 when losing the first set. You go, I go, nobody goes. It's an ace right up the middle from M. Day. Going off speed, going short. Therese all over it. Tight set. Simo with the dig. This could tie us at 9. And yes, guiding the pokey up and over the block is Savvy Simo. Shooting one from the right side, way out to the left side. That ball traveled a long ways before Therese Cannon put it away. Now we're rolling. I'm liking what I see. The energy from all 4 of these athletes. 10-10, 1 point to the Tech. This could be a lead change. I think Emily touched that on the block. She had to go over. Was a little bit mixed up. It's out of bounds, 11-10. And we'll take our technical timeout as we take a look at the women's champions so far this year. 4 different women's champion teams. Cloth Nuss, Chang Flint, Gradina Harvard were the last ones, but Cannon and Sponcil were the champions at home in Hermosa Beach, and it was the first for both Therese and Sarah.
Welcome back to center court here in Hermosa Beach, the women's final. And it's a good one so far, but it's being dominated by Cannon and Sponcil. The big question, can Kelly Chang and Betsy Flint turn this thing around?
Honestly, I'm pretty surprised now. 21-12 in set number 1, 15-10. These two I think it's just a little bit rare to see stuff like this happen where it's the pass and set gone awry. I don't think I've seen them pass and set like this since they've even been together.
Championship point here on center court in Hermosa. Therese Cannon, Sarah Sponcil have never won on the AVP Tour, trying to make this their first. Great set by Chang. Sponcil has it. A swing for the win. Sarah Sponcil, Therese Cannon, champions in Hermosa.
Therese Cannon and Sarah Sponcil, and man, for me, Therese really just sort of had a coming out party there in Hermosa. 4 or 5 blocks in the first set of that 21-12 start to that final, taking down Betsy Flint and Kelly Chang, and then Sponcil behind her in set 2. Not letting anything drop. It was a spectacle. It's early. Spectacle to watch. It was really, really fun. And I can't wait to see how much more they can do in their young careers. It is now 12-10. Sponcil with the dig. Could they start it again coming out of the technical timeout? We saw them go on a run halfway through set number 1. They might be on their way to doing that again. It's 13-10. Love the aggression as Savvy pulled and Sponcil saw it. And that is out of bounds. Emily can't believe it. Her and Savvy are taking a look just to make sure. They might ask him to take a look, but no. Head referee says that was a couple inches long, or rather wide. I saw it myself for sure. And they're convinced it's 14-10. Great job by Savvy pulling that out of the net, but this time on the other side, it's a couple inches wide, and it's 15-10. We're going to take a team time out. 5 points in a row for Cannon and Sponcil. In Hermosa Beach, it was also that semifinal against Sarah Hughes and Kelly Kolinsky. It went 3. It was a really, really good match. I think Therese and Sarah were up 14-10 in the third as we take a look at really quick who they're going to play in their next match. Either Kristen Nuss and Taryn Cloth or Larissa and Lily, who are playing currently out on court number 1, or rather court number, yeah, they're actually on court number 2. 21-18 in the first for Cloth and Nuss. They lead 16-13 in the second. We'll keep an eye on that one as the winners play each other. So yeah, in that semifinal, up 14-10 in the third, or Cannon and Sponcil, Hughes and Kolinsky came all the way back to tie it at 14, and then also had a transition chance to put the ball away and go up 15-14, but a block by Therese Cannon kept the lead. They eventually won that third set. I think it was 17-15 before going on to cruise in the finals. Speaking of Betsy and Kelly, you see them coming off the court. They were just getting a couple warm-up swings in. They'll be coming up next here on Stadium. 15-10 coming out of the timeout. Cannon and Sponcil are 17-8, but look at that. When they win the first set, they do not lose. 13-0. They've never lost a match after winning the first set. And this could make it a 6-point run. The pass is a little bit tight. Sarah deals with it. Cannon goes lefty, but Savvy is there for the dig. The swing into the net, and it is the 6-point lead. Good eye by Savvy. That one's long. Great job, though, overall from the service line. Therese Cannon again out of the technical timeout, having a big run. (11-16). Cannon getting outside of the court. I love how Therese and Sarah mixed up their sets. That dig came over the net, but Therese pushed it out of bounds wide as they're going to switch sides. 16-12. Sponcil to make it 17-12. She'll serve after having covered nearly 4,200 feet already this match. Somehow finding a way through the block. Therese just a little bit off the net, so that one crept down between her body and the net for the kill. 13-17 is the score. Good eye, man. How'd she let that one go? Just barely out of bounds wide. Last time she was back there, Cannon went on a huge run from the service line. It was from the other side. That is a great serve, but an even better pass by Simo. Cannon, though, says, you know what? That was too good of a serve to not get the point. I want to do it again. And it all started right here, putting the pressure on, even though Savvy passed it perfectly. A little bit rushed, and Therese got up to the net quickly. It was all over it. Throwing that set way up to the net and over the net, so Therese can take care of it. It is match point, 20-13, 21-13 in the first. We could have the same score in the second with another one from Therese at the line. And both times after the technical timeout, Cannon and Sponcil just took over, and it will be 21-13, 21-13. Getting the help from the equipment. Therese Cannon and Sarah Sponcil start off this Survival Saturday just how they planned it. M-Day and Savvy will play again in the second round of the contenders bracket. Meanwhile, Therese and Sarah are into the final round of the winners bracket, where they'll play either Larissa and Lily or Cloth and Nuss, who are currently locked at 21 in set number 2 with Cloth and Nuss leading 1-0. You can check out avp.com/scoring, avp.com/brackets to follow all the matches live and see where your favorite team will play next, as we saw Sarah and Therese pretty much wire to wire. They were real good. Now, Savvy and Emily have only played 3 tournaments. This is their 3rd tournament together, but they are going to keep getting better and better. Expect them to even potentially go far today. They could have a couple more matches today. Sarah and Therese, will see them again here on Stadium Court at 6 o'clock tonight. 6 o'clock Eastern is the next match for Sponcil and Cannon. And it was Sarah Sponcil in the back row. Was just not letting anything drop, reading everything. Super fast back there, was balanced on defense, was patient. And Therese Cannon in the middle of both sets number 1 and 2 from the service line, and even getting the block, running up to the net. So Sarah, Therese, and their coach Scott Davenport are into the final round of the winners bracket. We'll wait to see who they're going to play, but they are going to play at about 6 o'clock. And actually, you know what, ladies and gentlemen, I do think we've got a winner out on court number 2. Yes, Taryn Cloth and Kristen Nuss got the job done in a tight one in set number 2. So 6 o'clock, love that matchup. Cloth Nuss, Sponcil, and Cannon to play later today. Betsy and Kelly's Zana and Brandy coming up in about 10 minutes.